Come in.
You wanted to see me, Dr. Samuel?
Yes, Janice, please have a seat.
Thanks.
Janice, I want you to think of me as more than your principal and your academic coach. I want you to think of me as a friend.
Can I call you Harold?
No. But I want to have a little talk, just the two of us alone.
That sounds pleasant.
We are alone, aren't we?
Oh, my parents called you.
They said you were being followed by a ghost.
I'm not.
Good, because I was worried about you.
It's a poltergeist.
Yeah.
You know, the kind of ghost that smashes things.
Yeah, your parents told me about the smashing.
They're both psychiatrists. They don't know how to relate to paranormal phenomena like the rest of us.
Right, yeah. But Janice, just between the two of us, we both know there's no such thing as poltergeists, right?
Well, you and I know that. Unfortunately, he doesn't think so.
You mean he's here?
Well, I can't exactly see him. I can only feel his presence.
You almost got me!
Oh, excuse me, sir, but we're going to be late for class.
You're going to be late for class.
Right, I'm going to be late for class. He's just a visitor.
Honey, on my pencils. Miss Mira.
Yeah?
Dennis Blunden been around here this morning.
No, I haven't seen him anywhere.
Sorry.
It's all right, Dennis.
I hear Dr. Samuels is looking for me. Is he in?
No, he just
I
went
gotta
up.
go.
So, you could sum up what World War II taught Americans about isolationism with the words of John Donne: no man is an island.
With the possible exception of Dennis.
Okay, with the few remaining moments we have left, let's preview tomorrow. Canada. Let me hear the cliches.
Our neighbors to the north.
The world's longest friendly border.
A common language, a common purpose.
A prime minister who believed in ghosts.
What?
I read ahead, sorry. William Lyon Mackenzie King, right, Mr. Moore?
Well, it's true. Mackenzie King used to sit on a park bench in Ottawa and have long conversations with his mother before he made major political decisions.
Oh, that's sweet. Was she helpful?
Well, it's not very likely. She'd been dead for several years.
Come on, Mr. Moore, a public figure dumb enough to believe that stuff?
Well, I don't believe it, and you don't believe it, but there have always been many otherwise brilliant people who did. Arthur Conan Doyle, William Butler Yeats.
And how about... Oh, I don't know. Maybe... Janice?
I don't know how you found out, Dennis, but it's true. I have a poltergeist. That's right, a poltergeist. And he won't be too happy about you laughing at him.
It was bound to happen. That giant brain and that little head, something had to give.
Janice, you mean poltergeist like in the movies, who smashes things and terrifies people, lowers real estate values?
Don't worry, Mr. Moore. He likes you. I wish I could say the same for these glurbs.
You hear that, Mr. Moore? He likes you. The brown nose from beyond.
Come on, Janice.
Yeah, stop it, Janice. That's creepy. Yeah, we better be careful or we'll get slimed.
I have a poltergeist. And if you get him angry enough, he'll come here and prove it.
Come on, Janice.
Quiet. Can you hear him? He's trying to communicate. If you're very, very quiet, you can hear him.
Janice, nice timing.
Well, they were making fun of my poltergeist. I had to do something.
You're not really serious about this, are you?
I wish I weren't.
You will clean off every pencil, my doorknob, my telephone, and you will add 6 weeks to your detention.
Dr. Samuels, that puts me into my freshman year at college.
Good night.
Mr. Moore, anything happen with the little monster?
Dr. Samuels, Janice is a child in Charlie's class.
I'm talking about her poltergeist.
We do know two things are true. There's no such thing as poltergeist, and that small children do things like this sometimes.
Yeah, he's right.
You know, I can't help thinking back to when I was a kid.
No kidding. Get out of here. Listen, I love that kid. You know, she's 1 in a million. Now all of a sudden she's 2 in a million. We got to do something to get her out of this. I want you to take charge. She'll listen to you. You saw The Exorcist.
You want me to go one-on-one with the Prince of Darkness? And now, Canada is our largest trading partner. She sends us oil, lumber, minerals. And what do we send her?
Acid rain.
Draft dodgers. And worse.
Worse?
I think they also get lifestyles of the rich and famous.
Thank you, Eric. Janice, help me out, okay?
Well, each of the different provinces has a different need, and they all have their own distinct identity. Ontario is very industrialized. Deficit omne quod nascitur cras credemus hodie nihil delphinum silvus appengit flectibus oprum del prendi miserum est. And our own Louisiana Cajuns originated in French Canada, where they were called Acadians. Why is everyone looking at me like that?
You don't know?
We just had trouble understanding part of your answer.
He did it again.
That old poltergeist, huh?
Every now and then he possesses me.
You guys, I wouldn't laugh if I were you. I've seen stuff like this happen before. I have an aunt who thought that she was possessed by the ghost of her poodle, and no one believed her until she got stuck in the doggy door.
I'm telling you, he's real.
Janice, if your friend is real, would you please tell him not to interrupt in the middle of class?
Hey, guys, look at this. I am here. I am real. I am watching.
I don't like what's going on around here.
Just relax, folks. There's going to be a logical explanation here.
Look, all we have to do is access the index menu to see if there's a new program that correlates to the display.
You're wasting your time.
All right, we just access here, check his directory, and there's no program.
Well, like Mr. Moore said, there has got to be a logical explanation.
He's back.
Janice, I'd like to see you after class. What's going on, Janice?
Nothing much outside of being haunted.
Yeah, I can see that would keep you busy. Mind my asking, how long have you been haunted?
A few days.
How did it start?
Stuff began flying around my bedroom.
Your bedroom? Must have been pretty scary.
It was. I mean, not Texas Chainsaw scary, but I've gotten used to it by now. You see, I'm the medium through which my poltergeist conveys his unhappiness.
And what is he unhappy about?
Life. I mean, well, things.
Are you trying to show what happens when somebody is very unhappy?
No, Mr. Moore, I'm fine. But you have to face it. I have a poltergeist and he's not going away.
Well, if I could prove that he didn't exist, would he go away then?
You can't do that. He's real. And I think we're going to be seeing a lot of him in class for a long, long time. Bye.
Bye.
I've got the explanation.
Okay, explain it.
She calculated the density of the globe. Then she sets up a high-intensity sonic beam, creating a sympathetic vibration in the globe. Shatters.
She wouldn't do something that obvious.
That's obvious. What's your idea?
She must have somehow put platinum filament wires through it and then activated them with a battery-controlled electronic remote-controlled detonator.
Please, junior high school time?
Listen, guys will never figure it out. She's a genius. Last week we were discussing the meaning of life. She knew it.
It could be a miracle. In India, we have seen things for which there is no logical explanation,
Yeah, like what?
such as the Maharishi touring as the opening act for the Beach Boys.
So, what are we gonna watch, Mr. Moore? Nova Scotia? Land of Locks?
Or something else.
Oh, better watch out, Mr. Moore, or Janice will blow out your TV screen.
Mr. Moore, we still can't figure out how she's doing it.
How is no big deal. Look, most paranormal stuff is just old-fashioned magic. Psychic surgery is just a little sleight of hand with some chicken blood thrown in for effect. I mean, mind readers, faith healers, they use accomplices called shills. There are all kinds of tricks with miniature wires and magnets. I think Janice probably used something simpler.
Simpler?
Yeah, the map probably set up and held with bubble gum or something.
Okay, explain the globe.
Yeah.
I don't know, slingshot?
Slingshot.
Look, I'm not a rocket scientist like you guys, but if I wanted to figure out what she was doing, I would probably watch her.
That's right. Nobody take their eyes off her.
Yeah, we have to catch her in the act.
Yeah.
We expose her, we humiliate her, we hold her up to public ridicule.
Dennis!
With sensitivity.
Look, the point is not how she did it. It's why she's doing it. Hi. Okay, in my continued attempt to convince you that Canada is more than hockey sticks and Eskimos, let's talk about Quebec, the second oldest city in North America.
That old? Wow, probably has a lot of ghosts.
Yeah, I'm sure Janice's little gargoyle would like to hear about this.
Or did he not come to school today?
You're getting him angry.
Can we go to work? Quebec was founded by the French in 1620, and it was captured from them by the British in 1759.
You watching her?
Don't worry, I'm keeping an eye on her.
Keep all four eyes on her.
The most recent result of all this is a secessionist movement called the Separatists, made up mostly of French-speaking Canadians who want to end all connections with English-speaking Canada.
What are you, berserk? You could have killed us all!
I didn't do anything. It was him.
Oh, come on, Janice.
Yeah, we know you did it. Who saw her do it?
Okay, no, all right. Listen, everyone, as long as you're all right, I know you're very thirsty. So with the exception of Janice, I'd like you to all grab a hall pass, go out, get a good long drink of water. Take about 10 minutes.
Mr. Moore, I have
Go!
I told you he'd be back. This wasn't my fault.
Well, somebody, either you or your poltergeist, is going to have to pay a lot of money for those windows.
You know ghosts, they have no conception of money.
Apparently they have no conception of danger either. Somebody might have been hurt with all that flying glass.
He's sorry.
Okay, I got something I want you to see.
What is it?
Smile, you're on candid camera.
Oh. How did you do that? Pretty clever, Mr. Moore.
Well, I was inspired by a master. So, what do you think?
I think I should call my lawyer.
You know, I know you must have been in here pretty early to set up this strobe light, but what I can't figure out is how you made the lights go off.
I used a folded $5 bill.
Yes?
I gave it to Jawaharlal and he turned off the lights. But he didn't know I was gonna break the windows. Mr. Moore, what are you gonna do?
Well, I think that's up to you, Janice.
Whatever you do, please don't tell my parents. Please.
Whatever is wrong, I can't help you unless you tell me. I want to hear about that unhappy poltergeist.
Well, that's me, of course. You see, my parents have been fighting a lot lately. And a couple of nights ago, I was in bed, and I couldn't stand it anymore. So I took my lamp and I smashed it against the wall. And when my parents came running in, I couldn't tell them why I threw it. Could I?
So you made up the poltergeist.
Yeah.
What do your folks think of this?
Well, they believe that I'm believing it. And they've been so worried about me, they haven't had time to fight with each other. And that's why you can't tell them, Mr. Moore. Found a way to make them stay nice to each other. And I was going to keep it at home, but Dennis told the class.
How long do you think you can keep this up?
Until I go away to college?
I realize that might be only a matter of days. I don't think it's your best plan, Janice. Now, see, you're making a difficult situation for yourself, and it's impossible for everyone else. I'll tell you something about parents. Now, they do argue with one another sometimes. I mean, even Freud and Jung argued.
I know. That's one of the things my parents argue about.
Well, they're understanding people, Janice. And they love you. You know, you could talk to them and tell them how you feel about this.
Would you like an 11-year-old kid interfering with your marital squabbles?
Well, you're not the average 11-year-old kid. And you are a card-carrying member of your family. So that gives you the right to tell your parents that when they argue, it upsets you.
Okay, Mr. Moore. I'll give the truth a try.
Okay. And no more poltergeist.
To tell you the truth, I'll kind of miss him.
Well, to tell you the truth, I won't.
Mr. Moore, can I ask you a favor?
Sure.
As far as the kids in the class, do we have to show them the tape?
What tape? So while you were on your break, Janice and I performed a small exorcism, and I don't think we'll be seeing the poltergeist again.
Good.
He's history, but it's gonna take me a long time to forget him. About a year's allowance for the windows and maybe 6 months detention.
You're a first offender. You'll be out in 3.
I'm sorry I caused trouble in the class, but I'm young and I do bizarre things I regret later.
Forget the apology. Give us the explanation.
Yeah,
How'd you do it?
I can't remember.
Janice, you have a photographic memory.
So sue me.
Mr. Moore, can you tell us?
Well, I thought I'd figured all the answers out, but then I realized that there are some things that perhaps shouldn't be explained. Right, Joarlo?
Yes. Yes.
Let me tell you how it is here on the Rock, kid. You see, you got 2 kinds of time. You got your easy time, and you got your hard time. Hard time's when you and me don't get along. Easy time is when you do exactly what I tell you to do. So, you start mopping, and I will supervise.
I don't think so, Dennis. I think we both mop, or you'll be sorry.
Ooh, I'm shaking all over. Now just start mopping and make sure you use lots of soap. So he loved her and he left her. She had no right to boil his rabbit.
Dennis, come on, it's just a movie.
Hey, Fatal Attraction is more than just a movie. Fatal Attraction is a warning to all men. As of this moment on, I am swearing off women.
Good. Only 16 years after they swore off you.
You telling me that movie didn't freak you out?
Well, you know, it got me thinking a little bit. Maybe I should change my social outlook.
Hi.
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 Listen, I've been thinking. I know you've been a little nervous about going out with me, and I understand that. You know, because I have this reputation as being, well, indiscriminate and insincere. But I want you to know, I've been rethinking my life.
Eric, I've been thinking too, and I've been unfair. You've asked me out, and I've always said no because I've been afraid. But I think that underneath a macho front, you're sensitive and caring. And I realize that in here, you'd never do anything to hurt me. So I'm willing to take a chance on Saturday night.
You're asking me out?
You're right, I'm being too forward.
No. Forward's great. Saturday night. This is great.
Hi, guys. Hi.
Hi, Dennis.
Don't hi me. I'm never talking to another woman again as long as I live. I'm serious. Last night, Eric and I saw the scariest movie of all time.
You saw Surf Nazis Must Die?
No, Nimrod. Fatal Attraction.
I thought it was pretty neat.
Neat. A married guy has an innocent affair with a beautiful blonde, and this blonde not only wants the guy's heart, she wants to cut it out with a butcher knife? I hardly find that neat.
Dennis, grow up. It's only a movie.
Really?
Take our seats, please. You know, I saw a movie last night that was not only a movie. Mate One. You know, it was about the labor wars in the West Virginia coal mines in the 1920s. It's really rare that you see a movie that is both so moving and so historically accurate.
Here we go. How film depicts history.
Right. Well, movie makers do distort history a little to boost the box office, don't they? Think about Cleopatra. Elizabeth Taylor, Richard Burton. I mean, was this really a little slice of life on the Nile? Since we know that Emiliano Zapata was not the illiterate peasant that the filmmakers portrayed him as being, then we have to ask ourselves, was the movie Viva Zapata truly fair to the history of the Mexican people?
Well, then I have to ask, was the movie Viva Las Vegas truly fair to Elvis?
Okay, we'll answer that tomorrow. And remember, be sure to choose a film with a historical storyline. Be prepared to discuss it in class.
Oh, Little Big Man. It's playing at a revival theater in the village. Oh, come on, you guys. It's perfect. It shows the Indians as heroes and Custer as a total jerk. You want to go?
Don't be ridiculous. It makes a mockery out of manifest destiny.
Jawaharlal?
Well, I can't make it, but thanks. Besides, it's the wrong kind of Indians.
Eric, do you want to see Little Big Man with me tonight?
Tonight?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, sure. I love that movie. Dustin Hoffman and Feathers, right? All right, what time?
8 o'clock at the Waverly. I'll meet you in front, okay?
All right, great.
Are you crazy? You see Fatal Attraction with me last night, and now you're gonna go out with Maria, Miss Looney Tunes?
I'm not going out with her. I finally got a date with Simone. You think I'm gonna mess that up?
Oh, first it's a movie for a homework assignment. Then it's a candlelit dinner for two. Next thing you know, she's kidnapping your daughter.
Dennis, get a life. I'm going to a movie with a classmate. It's not a date. I'm not gonna kiss her. Why did I kiss her?
You kissed her? What are you, crazy?
What can I tell you? I have heat-seeking lips.
I can't believe this.
Look, I have an image to maintain. They expect it.
On the cheek or on the mouth?
Mouth.
Open or closed?
Open, but it was nothing.
You've had it. Now she's gonna start smiling at you in class, and then it's gonna be, oh, Eric, why don't we do our homework together? And then you know what's gonna happen? You're gonna get hit with the 3 R's. Responsibility, regret, and revenge. Well, congratulations, pal. You have just committed suicide.
Hi. I had a really good time last night.
Yeah, it was some movie, huh?
Uh-huh. Oh, I rented the tapes of the other films that we talked about. Little Bighorn, Tonka, They Died with Their Boots On. I thought we could start looking at them today after school.
Today? No, I don't think that today's gonna be good for me.
Well, we could do it tomorrow if you want.
Tomorrow?
Oh,
we got that-
gotta both over
No.
two of
Aaron,
us.
are you trying to brush me off?
No.
Good, because I know you wouldn't be that irresponsible.
What if she tells Simone?
What if? It's a sure thing. Count on it.
That could ruin everything.
Yeah.
I mean, Simone means a lot to me. Maria's just... She wouldn't.
Nah, of course not. And the crazy girlfriend in Fatal Attraction didn't show up at the husband's apartment either.
Nah.
Yeah.
Honey, I'm home.
Hi, dear.
Hi, hon. Mwah.
Look who's dropped by. An old school friend.
Hello, Eric.
Maria. Hi.
Oh, why don't you two talk over old times? I'll go check on Erica. Lay out your pajamas.
You kissed me, Eric. Do you think you can get rid of me that easily?
Maria, it was one kiss. It was years ago.
But it's a kiss that will last a lifetime. I love you. Don't you understand?
Maria, you can't love me. I'm happily married.
Well, you should have thought about that before you burned your lips into my soul. I'm yours forever, Eric. Either you tell Simone, or I will.
Look, Maria, I'm not telling her, and neither are you.
Well, then you leave me no choice. I guess I'm gonna have to take more drastic measures.
Look, Maria. I saved Eric's leather jacket from high school.
Oh, let me touch it. Let me hold it.
Maria? Maria? Maria?
Yes?
Hi.
You just called me.
Yeah, I just want to tell you I'm not gonna be able to watch all those movies with you.
I rented those movies so we could watch them together. You can't just ignore me, Eric. You owe me.
Maybe you're right. Life is imitating the movies.
Just be glad we didn't see the Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Okay. Movies Make History, Part 2. I assume you all chose a film.
Right.
One at a time, please. Sarah?
The Halls of Montezuma. Richard Widmark battles the Japanese, played by the Chinese. I thought I'd compare it to Platoon.
Well, you could compare Platoon to the Green Berets. John Wayne shows us how to win the war in Vietnam without losing his toupee. Darlene?
Birth of a Nation. I'm really intrigued how a movie can be considered a classic when the good guys are the Ku Klux Klan.
That's an interesting point. Do we judge a work of art by its politics? Dennis, what do you got?
Oh, they saved Hitler's brain. Nazis on a Greek island flourish under the leadership of Hitler's still living head. I think this warrants discussion.
Alan?
Patton, of course.
Of course. Simone?
Dr. Zhivago.
The Russian Revolution. Is this a realistic portrayal or Siberian soap opera?
Well, I think it's pretty far off historically, but I couldn't resist the way they show the power of love and faith and trust. I guess I'm just kind of into that now.
Maria?
Oh, Eric and I thought that we'd work together and we'd start with Little Big Man and then compare all the films that depicted Custer.
That sounds like a very challenging project.
Somebody's gonna get scalped.
What's the matter, Eric? Lose your Billy Idol button? And I think he shorted out his hairdryer.
Oh, the new comedy team, Laurel and Heartless.
Simone. She dumped him again.
I knew she'd never really go out with him.
Women. Beasts.
Look, man, I'm in trouble. Maria called my house 5 times last night.
See? Do I know my psychos or do I know my psychos? What'd she say?
I wasn't home. She left messages with my mother, all sounding very urgent. I mean, my mom's used to getting 2 or 3 calls a night, but 5? I mean, I admit it, you're right. She's obsessed with me. Look, man, I gotta tell her to get off my case.
No, you can't do that. We're talking about Maria here. Battery's not included.
What am I gonna do? I gotta talk to somebody. Hey, maybe Mr. Moore can help me.
Hey, wake up, leather boy. Mr. Moore does not want to get involved in your love life. The man's your teacher, not your analyst. I think you have to face the grim reality on this one, Eric. You're all alone in this. What
did you do to this woman?
I kissed her.
You two-bit yuppie Romeos are all alike. I mean, you think you can kiss any woman, any place, and you come running to me, expect me to clean up your mess. I'll tell you something. I don't have time for it, okay? I got problems of my own. You want my advice? Keep your lips to yourself. Get out of here.
But you're the police. You're supposed to help me.
Listen, Buster. Sniffing leather is not a crime. Let's look at what you have. You have a beautiful, trusting wife. You have a lovely home. Is that good enough for you? No. You're gonna throw it all away just to prove you're macho, man. Now get out of here. I'm up to my hips in real homicides.
Hi.
Hi.
Eric, I tried reaching you all last night. I have to talk to you. It's important.
Sure. Well, whatever, Maria. After class, okay? Listen, that's it, man. I've had it. I gotta tell Simone before Maria blows the whistle on me.
Good luck, pal. Wish I was going out there with you.
Okay, if we could take our seats, please. And before we begin the reports, Dennis, I believe you owe me a film.
Fatal Attraction.
No, Dennis.
Now, that's an interesting choice. That is, assuming you can make something of it.
I can. The war between the sexes. Thousands of years of conflict summed up in 90 minutes of terror. Guy shows a little attention to a woman, whammo, she tries to destroy his entire life.
Oh, come on, Dennis. That's completely unfair. That woman was justified in being upset. Look, here you have a married man. He takes advantage of a lonely woman, and when things get a little uncomfortable for him, he just throws her away like old garbage. I mean, how do men think they can get away with such blatant disregard of women's feelings anyway?
Yeah.
And that gives her the right to break into their house, kidnap their kid, and boil their bunny?
Well, she got her point across, didn't she?
God, I feel sorry for any guy who ever gets involved with you.
And I thought next week for your birthday, I'd throw this big party. We'll invite 50 of our closest friends.
Honey, wait.
Is 50 not enough?
No, it's fine. There's something I have to tell you.
Is something wrong?
Yes, no, I don't know. It was a harmless little...
What?
I hope you'll understand. I kissed Maria.
No. You what? Oh, no!
I'm sorry,
On the cheek or on the mouth?
No.
Open or closed?
Open, but it meant nothing.
You and Maria must have had a fine laugh on me yesterday when she was visiting, and I left you two alone. Wait, do you smell something?
Yes, I thought you were cooking a brisket. Oh my God! She's boiled my leather jacket.
You mean she's in the house?
Mommy, Daddy, help!
Erica! She's mine. She's my child. She's not yours.
Maria, what are you doing?
If I can have your lips, at least I can have your baby.
Maria, please, take him. He's not worth it. I don't care anymore. Just don't steal my baby.
It's too late for deals, hun. You haven't heard the last of me. This is just the beginning.
This is insane! All I did was kiss her.
Oh, I hate you. I hate you. I hate you.
Simone, wait.
Eric, do you mind if I finish my report before you criticize it?
Oh, sure, sorry.
Which may not have been an accurate depiction of any specific event in the Russian Revolution, but it showed the disintegration of the Russian bourgeoisie symbolized by Dr. Zhivago, who I doubt very much looked like Omar Sharif.
Good one.
Very good, Simone. Very good indeed. Eric, you had some problems with this?
No.
Are you having some problems?
I'll say so. He's certainly been acting strange lately.
I've been acting strange lately?
Yes, you've been acting strange.
Mr. Moore, I'm fine, really.
Okay. Call me strange, but I'd like to continue with the class. So, who wants to be next?
Most experts agree that the film In Cold Blood accurately depicted one of the most brutal murders in U.S. history. The blood alone was so...
I thought that you were going to be discussing a cartoon or an American Tale.
Well, I began the report, but then I thought, who really cares about immigrant mice? So I switched to In Cold Blood.
Well, why don't we just pick up there Monday morning, okay?
Bye. Eric, can we talk?
In a minute, I want to talk to Simone first, okay?
No,
Simone,
no, it's really important.
just give me a minute, okay?
No, not okay, Eric. You have to live up to your responsibilities. Don't do something you're gonna regret.
Responsibility and regret, 2 out of 3 R's.
Look, Eric, I want to know what's going on. You've been acting crazy all week and avoiding me.
Okay, I'll tell you why. Because you've been hounding me all week.
Hounding you? What, are you crazy?
All right, what about calling my house 5 times last night?
Yeah.
I just wanted to tell you that Mr. Moore set a deadline for the assignment, and if you weren't going to do it with me, I'd have to get someone else. Who wants to work with someone so paranoid?
I'm paranoid.
He's paranoid.
You're schizo.
Schizo, you're psycho!
Excuse me, I'm faculty. What is going on?
I can sum it up, Mr. Moore. You saw Fatal Attraction?
Yes?
Welcome to the high school version.
Look, I kissed Maria and she's been obsessing on me ever since.
You kissed Maria?
I was gonna tell you, but Glenn Close over here wouldn't give me a chance. It was nothing.
You're not kidding, it was nothing, Eric. I completely forgot about it.
This was after I said I'd go out with you?
It's not a big deal. She was there. She expected it. I didn't want to disappoint her.
Disappoint me? Eric, to tell you the truth, I didn't even want to kiss you. I just kissed you because you look so pathetic. I felt sorry for you.
You kissed Maria just because she was there?
You're a drowning man.
Next, you'll be telling me you were thinking of me at the time.
Mm-hmm.
Well...
Eric, the very day I say I'll go out with you, you start cheating on me? You're just not ready yet.
No.
Well, Mr. Moore, here's my project. Fatal Attraction, how it divides people. I'll take an A+, thank you very much.
Not so fast. Do you care to put this in a historical context?
Historical?
Context, yeah.
Sure. You got two warring factors.
Thanks. I didn't think so. Look, one of the things that movies do, some of them well, some of them not too well, is show us who we are at a particular point in time. So, Fatal Attraction is not just a thriller. It also reflects our fears about intimacy, AIDS, male-female relationships, perhaps even also a little backlash and anger directed toward the feminist movement.
But I couldn't have said this better myself.
I know.
I can't believe you guys made me out to be some crazy lunatic.
See, one thing that movies really like to do is take the most vivid aspect of a contemporary problem and then manipulate it, in this case, to frighten us. So we all have fun being frightened. Movie makers have fun selling us those tickets. Now, it's good that we pay attention to what the movie's trying to say, but I think it's really important that we not confuse the movie with real life.
I'm sorry, Maria.
It's okay.
False alarm! Well, I think the important thing is we all learned a little something about ourselves.
No. Someone's got to pay for this, Dennis.
Oh, yeah, you see, I knew it. The third R, here it is, revenge.
I think she means reimburse.
Exactly. For the tapes. They're over $16.
Take care of it, Dennis.
Why me?
Because you started this whole thing.
I'm not paying.
I think you'd better.
Because if you don't, I'll boil your bunny.
Mr. Moore, I understand you and the IHP had an interesting lesson today on the topic of movies.
Yes, I was quite successful.
Did you happen to discuss my favorite movie?
Hello, Dolly?
My Dinner with Andre.
Really? You surprised me.
You know what I liked about that movie? It had no story. No heavy plot, no female involvement, just two lonely guys discussing life over dinner.
Yeah, well, maybe we could talk about this some other time.
Well, why not now while it's fresh on our minds? Come on, I'll take you to dinner.
Well, you know, I had some bad popcorn last week.
Come on. Pay for it. Come on.
So it is difficult to imagine the shock felt by the British public when King Edward VIII announced his abdication to marry the love of his life, Wallis Simpson.
I've always thought that was the most romantic event in history. A king giving up his throne for a woman.
I wouldn't give a woman my seat on the subway.
Of course you wouldn't. Where would you sleep at night?
Actually, marrying for love is relatively trendy. Until this century, marriage was primarily an economic institution. Parents arranged marriages. Often there was a dowry.
And even in India, the bride might come with a water buffalo, a chicken, and a couple of jackasses.
You just described my sister-in-law's family.
Mr. Moore, are you trying to say that our socio-economic system evolved from the fact that our forefathers didn't believe in foreplay with our foremothers?
I'm saying that their concept of romantic love might have been a little different from ours.
You know, that's right. I asked my grandma if she loved Grandpa, and she said there wasn't a word in her language for love. But there were 9 words for headache.
Thank you, Arvin.
I'd rather die than not have love in my life. As far as I'm concerned, it's the only reason to marry.
Not in India, Simone. Before I came here, a marriage was arranged for me.
Well, it does solve one problem. You might meet somebody nice, with no fuss, no muss, and, well, let's face it, no rejection.
And at least you don't have to go through the hassle of trying to meet new people. Interesting people, right? People we can relate to. Who has time? Who knows where and who knows which people to meet?
Well, but now I'm stuck.
Look, I know that you're not the world's most social group, but you're not living in a vacuum. There are other people out there, and I'm sure that some of them would like to meet people like you.
Well, tell me about it. One of them came to my door a few weeks ago. She needed a nerd for a scavenger hunt.
Mr. Moore, we have agendas. We can't afford to spend our time trying to meet new people. Although I did get lucky once with Martha Cabot.
You call that lucky?
Now, speaking of Martha Cabot, what about all the people that you meet at your academic competitions? I mean, the science fairs, debates you're in.
Well, we just compete. And then we get on the bus, or they get on the bus, and it's over.
Right. By the time our palms stop sweating, they're gone.
Did it ever occur to you that maybe their palms are sweating too?
I mean, this is a marriage made in heaven. Put your sweaty little palms together. Make contact. Look, you have minds. Use them. You have a computer. Use it.
Hang on. You suggesting a computerized dating service for us?
I love it. Data doofus.
Not a dating service. Merely a means of getting acquainted with other students like yourselves from different high schools. It's just a suggestion. You don't have to do it. Of course, I don't have to be sympathetic to your problem if you're not doing anything to solve it.
Well, he's trying to do something. Yo, guys. I see it. This is doable.
Well, come on, find something.
Could we do it on your own time, please?
So you're the new teachers union rep, huh? Let me tell you the way we do things around here, Mr. Moore. The teachers complain to their chapter leader. Too much this, not enough that. Espresso?
No, thank you.
Cappuccino? No. Cafe au lait?
No, merci.
Anyway, the chapter leader comes and tells me, too much this, not enough that. I say, you're absolutely right. I'll look into it.
Great. Now, what we need now is a new coffee maker for the teacher's lounge.
I'll look into it.
No. I'm just asking you to okay a requisition for a new coffee maker.
What's wrong with the old one?
There is no old one. It's dead.
Okay, you got it.
Thank you. So how long does that take?
Usually takes 6 to 8 weeks.
To get a new coffee maker?
No, before they start processing the request.
What about this one? I mean, you got it in a week.
Unfortunately, this was procured with an administrative request, as opposed to yours, which was a faculty request.
How long does a faculty request take?
Don't hold your breath.
Well, that's outrageous.
You're absolutely right. I'll look into it.
Okay, Arvid, we got your likes and dislikes down. Now, in 10 words or less, who are you?
Well, I'm lonely, but outgoing. Shy, yet assertive. Needy, and giving. Unusual looking.
Good.
Though some say I'm handsome.
Arvid, this isn't gonna fly. Let's go with, classy Manhattan intellectual.
Yeah.
Eclectic interests. Discreet, maybe sensual. A little witty. And,
desperate.
Yeah. Girls! Free computer time. Who wants to be the first one to line up for my computer?
No thanks, not interested, Dennis. Whatever life holds in store for me is not on your floppy disk.
Suit yourself, Darlene.
Forget it, Dennis. I don't believe in advertising for love.
I do. Here.
Sarah?
May as well cover all bases.
Okay. Oh, Jawaharlal, I realize you're on the Indian layaway plan. But, are you interested?
Why not? Besides, how can you cheat on a 5-year-old?
Simone.
No, thanks, Dennis. I'm really not good at blind dates.
Come on, Simone. This program is the cutting edge of male-female compatibility. I can guarantee you I'll find you a soulmate.
Hey, if you don't mind, she's already met her soulmate. It's just a question of when it sinks in, right?
Okay, Dennis, what do you need to know?
You need to start with your favorite things. That would be raindrops on roses or whiskers on kittens.
I don't believe this. You won't go out on a date with me, but you're gonna go out with some guy from Bronx Science who eats bananas with his mouth open?
All I'm doing is answering a few questions. What's the big deal?
Okay, that's enough of the all-new dating game. Let's get back to the good old game of dates. I like to call it history.
Okay, Dennis, you've had enough time. Give me a name.
Come on, Arvid. You can't rush this kind of thing. Romances aren't made overnight.
Dennis, a guy from Brooklyn Tech called me. He sounds nice. I may even try going out with him. Thanks.
Well, how come she found someone so quickly?
I'm more selective with you, Arvid. I mean, come on, there's not that many girls out there who like Mr. Rogers.
Dennis, I apologize. I was certain this computer thing was just another one of your fiascos. But Muffy Van Pendleton wants to meet me.
Him too. How come everybody's getting fixed up except for me?
Hey, come on, Arvid. I got you a date, remember? Right here. 5'9", blonde, math freak, astronomy buff, chess player, but no, wasn't good enough for you.
It was a guy!
It doesn't mean he was a bad person.
Oh.
Arvid. Oh, Simone. I have found you the perfect match. Look at this. Loves Yeats, Mahler, Genet, huh? Not only that, you also both love mung beans and hate biker movies. Could it be more perfect?
Dennis, I changed my mind. I don't think I want to go through with this. I just can't get used to the idea of going out with a stranger.
Simone, deep down, we're all strangers, n'est-ce pas?
I'd like to keep it that way.
Simone, I'm gonna have to ask you to reconsider that.
No, Dennis, that's my final decision.
Well, let me put it this way.
Excuse me, but judging by your description, you must be Dennis Blunden.
That's right.
The name's Oswald Bletch. I'm here to meet Simone Foster.
You what?
Is this timing perfect? This lovely creature right here happens to be Simone.
Simone, hubba, hubba.
Well, now that you two have met, I suggest you get better acquainted. I have to go now.
Dennis!
I have to go. Hi, Eric.
I'm sure you two will be very happy together.
Hey, listen, my mom is waiting in the car, so I'll just run down the vital stats for you. 4.0 average at Bronx Science, astronomy club, debate, poetry club, starter on the ping pong team. 2 years, Arthur Murray, ballroom and disco. Princeton, Yale, and Harvard all want me. How about you?
It was nice meeting you. I hope we meet again someday.
So, how's tonight?
I don't think so.
Hey, Simone, look at this. 2 tickets to the Kabuki Theater.
I don't know.
Simone, these people came all the way from Japan.
I'm having dinner with my family.
Great! I'd love to meet them. I'll sell the Kabuki tickets. Family is important. They should get to know me.
They're very shy. You'd be uncomfortable.
Not to worry, they'll love me.
It's a bad time. We're having family problems.
Lean on me.
We're Dutch. We don't lean.
Okay, Saturday night.
I can't. I'm having surgery.
On Saturday night?
Well, early, but not that early.
Simone, look at me. You're not comfortable with lying, are you?
No.
No. So why lie? You're not doing anything Saturday night, and you're not doing anything tonight.
No, not really.
Great, I'll pick you up at 7. Simone, one of my greatest qualities is that I'm tenacious. Did you see the movie Alien?
Yes.
Remember the creature that stuck to the guy's face and wouldn't get off? Like this?
Yes?
That's me. Right there. All the time. In your face.
I thought I knew you from somewhere.
So I'll see you tonight.
Oswald! Oh.
Morning. Hi, guys. Hey, I made contact with Muffy last night. She sounds like a real snob. I think we're gonna hit it off. So, how's things with Oswald Belch?
That's Bletch, and don't ask.
Oh, you didn't actually go out with the Poindexter, did you?
I don't want to talk about it.
Simone, you went out with him?
I didn't mean to.
Oh, what do you mean you didn't mean to? How do you accidentally go out on a date?
I can't describe him. He showed up at my house with these kabuki tickets, and he wouldn't leave. I tried to get rid of him. My parents liked him, and next thing you know, we were at the kabuki. He spent half the night under his chair looking for nasal spray. Afterwards, he dragged me to a coffee shop for a veggie burger, and the next thing you knew, we were at the all-night Lena Wertmiller Film Festival.
Yeah, and that's when you realized that the two of you were perfectly matched, am I right?
Wrong. I hated every minute of it. I couldn't wait to get rid of him.
So, how'd you do it?
I didn't. I agreed to go out with him again tonight. What? It's the only way he'd leave.
I don't believe this. All this time you've been turning me down. Now 2 nights in a row you're gonna go out with the lead singer of the Chipmunks?
Eric, I can say no to you. I like you.
Is that supposed to make some kind of sense?
You're strong. You're confident. You can take rejection. But this Oswald, he's a manipulative, devious, annoying creep. He's so pathetic, I feel sorry for him. I guess I just want to let him down easy.
Simone, this is sick. Guys like him you don't let down, you push off.
Look, there are some people who are a little more sensitive about other people's feelings than you are.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, what about her feelings?
Oh, what about my feelings, huh?
Excuse me, I guess I should have anticipated this. Just naive, I guess. My suggestion to have you meet other IHP kids via computer seems to have degenerated into Blundin's dating service. And it's not working. Am I right so far?
Oh, no, Mr. Moore, it's working out great. Simone won't go out on a date with me, but she's gonna date some guy she hates.
I am not dating him.
You're going out with him tonight?
No, I'm not.
You just said you were.
I know, but I've got it all planned. I'm gonna hide at Maria's tonight.
You are?
Okay?
Fine.
That's not gonna work.
Sure it'll work. That is a very, very bright idea, Simone.
Excuse me again. Simone, what's the matter with telling this guy that you're not interested?
Simone, you're going about this the coward's way.
I know what I'm doing. As long as I avoid Oswald, I'll be okay.
Hello, you goddess of love. Hi, girls.
Oswald, what are you doing here?
I just couldn't wait till this evening to see you. Besides, this way we can make the African insect exhibit before it closes at 5.
We've got a lot of homework.
Homework, Oswald.
Homework? Homework's no problem. I'll help you do it over root beer and cheese doodles.
Well, what's the worst that could happen? Their kids could have his voice and his looks.
Dr. Sim.
If this is about the teacher's lounge, believe me, I have a lot more important things on my mind at the moment.
I'm sure you do, sir, and I know your faculty does too. So we can just drop those as conversational topics. Let's talk about a simple yet symbolic gesture that only you could make. Just slicing right through that bureaucratic red tape to get us that coffee maker for the teacher's lounge. Your way of saying to your faculty members, hey, I care.
Hey, I don't care.
Mr. Moore? If a girl told you she loved you on Thursday, but that she fell out of love with you on Friday, would you believe her?
Is this about you and Oswald?
Yeah, I can't stand him, but I don't want to hurt his feelings. Know what I mean?
Yeah. Sometimes it's hard to give someone an honest no for an answer. Believe me, I have received my fair share of fake phone numbers in my time.
I've given him every signal girls give guys to let him know I'm not interested, but he just doesn't get it.
Well, I understand that. I mean, one thing I've learned from my gifted students is they don't always get the message.
I get it. No more Miss Nice Guy. I've got to be brutally frank and just tell him I don't want to see him anymore, and I'm going to do it tonight.
Good.
At dinner.
Good.
After the ballet.
Okay, Alan. I'll agree with you. Aaron Burr had a right to be annoyed with Alexander Hamilton. Not enough to waste him in a duel.
Excuse me.
Don't you have a school of your own to go to?
Well, I'm working on a transfer here to Fillmore, and I'm here to drop off my grades.
Oh, no!
Yeah. It'll be great being in class with you guys. And let me tell you something, you could use the competition.
We could use some bug spray.
And I brought a little something for my heartmate. It's a picture of me for your locker.
Oswald, there's something I need to tell you.
Simone, don't you and Oswald want to step out in the hall?
Oswald, it's over.
What's over?
I fell in love with you.
Of course you did.
But then I fell out of love with you. I want you to know I'll never forget you. Goodbye.
You won't forget me. I'll be sitting right next to you in class.
I haven't been fair to you. See, the truth is, and I don't want this to sound harsh, but I don't like you. I never liked you. I seem to have a problem saying no. It's the only reason I went out with you. When I told you I loved you once, it was a lie just to get rid of you. Now, I want this to be perfectly clear. It's not because of another guy or anything else. I just don't like you.
Maybe we should seek counseling.
Oswald, didn't you hear what I said? It's over.
You realize, of course, this could affect my decision to attend school here.
Oswald, it's a tough break, but I sense you're a real fighter deep down. I know you'll probably find someone else.
I'll get over it.
Sure.
I have superior recuperative powers.
Oh, I'm sure you do.
I'll tell you something else. This computer dating is a crock anyway. Dennis, I want my $10 back.
Look, Ozzy, I got you the date. I don't guarantee results.
I want it back.
In your dreams.
Did you see the movie Alien? Remember the creature that stuck to the guy's face and wouldn't get off? Like this? That's me. Right there. All the time. Simone, I'm out of your face. And I'm into his.
Wow, what a nerd.
Dennis, you sold me to him for $10?
Personally, Simone, I thought you were worth a lot more. But the market's a little soft right now.
Dennis, that is not the point, and you know it. Now, my suggestion was simply an attempt to expand everybody's social horizons, not to establish a profit-making enterprise. And I'm sorry that it turned out this way.
No, wait a second, Mr. Moore. Wasn't all bad.
Yeah, some of us met some pretty nice people.
Mm-hmm. And just think, Muffy Van Pendleton paid money to meet me. I'm thrilled.
Sorry, Alan. Muffy stopped payment on her check.
I tell you, this machine makes a great cup of coffee every time.
No, thanks. Time to talk about the teachers' union. I have here a list of items we'll be discussing at our next meeting. I thought I'd give you the chance to preview the agenda. Class sizes. Teacher schedules. New coffee maker. Unnecessary faculty meetings. New coffee maker. Administrator rating system. What? Oh, we're going to start rating the administrators, including you.
You gotta be kidding.
No. Where was he? Docking of paychecks. New coffee maker. Lunch hour duty.
All right. You win. Take it.
Thank you very much. Incidentally, if you could order about a dozen more of these little cups. Previously on Head of the Class.
I just got off the phone with the committee and with Mr. Kirov in Moscow.
Are we going?
We're going! Study and lights out. Tomorrow it's study, 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 right up until the academic meet.
Shh. This place is bugged. Dr. Samuels, you have to give them one free day.
Look at these wires. They play hardball. We play hardball.
Do you know what a nerd is?
No. No.
Who am I telling? I'm Alan Pinkard. Young Americans for Freedom?
Whatever you believe in, I don't.
Laura? This is definitely not the Russia I saw in National Geographic.
Are you looking forward to meeting the rest of the family?
No, I'm not in any rush.
Good. If you like, I can show you a little bit of Moscow.
Which women are the most beautiful, American or Russian?
Russian women, definitely.
This year's Moscow academic team.
But where are the kids we played against in New York?
Unfortunately, none of them were good enough to make this team.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Short was me.
What does that mean?
Uh-oh.
What's going on here? Lunch break is over. Why aren't you studying?
Well, I think it's a case of burnout, sir. They need a rest.
I no longer care what you think. It was your free day that got us into this mess. We're going in up against a super team and we're not ready. Well, no matter what it takes, we're going to get ready. Arvid, the President of the United States.
Washington, Adams, Jefferson, Madison, Park, Lexington, Broadway, 5th.
I have a new idea. Gang, you need a rest.
It's good thinking.
It'll be 3 hours till the bus gets ready to leave for the meet, so I want you to go back to your rooms and relax. Rest, recuperate, regenerate. I'll go to my room and regurgitate.
Is this a lucky break or what?
Oh, you're not kidding. Leave me to that pillow.
Are you crazy? Do you realize what's waiting for us at the Space Museum?
Yeah, trouble. Dennis, we'd never make it back.
Okay, Arvid. You snore while I score. I'll just tell Sonia you couldn't make it. Bye.
I want to thank you for getting me over here. My cousin's coming to pick me up in a few minutes. I'm going to see my whole family.
Oh, that's great, Eric.
Yeah, it's going to be great for my article in Scholastic Digest, too. A day in the life of a Russian family.
Day?
Yeah.
The bus leaves in 3 hours.
Oh, Mr. Moore, I'll be back. Besides, they're not going to need me anyway.
Okay, just be sure that you're here, okay?
I will. I will.
Hey, Arvid, look at this. Lambda 1. That's the one with the dogs on it.
Oh?
They were so cute, Belka and Strelka.
Belka and Strelka?
Those were their names.
Belka and Strelka. That's nice.
I think that it was will call you Belka and Strelka.
Come on.
No, it's good. My little Belka's so shy. But my big Strelka's so cuddly.
Добрый день.
Добрый день.
Вы американка?
Да, я студентка.
Вы говорите по-русски?
No, I'm sorry.
Then I will speak my not so good English, okay?
Okay.
I'm a musician. I'm in Moscow for a concert.
I came to put flowers on Chekhov's grave. We shall find peace. We shall hear the angels. We shall see the sky sparkling with diamonds.
Uncle Vanya,
Right.
now in Russia. Мы отдохнем, мы услышим ангелов, мы увидим все небо в алмазах.
That's beautiful.
Тише, тише, пожалуйста. Дедушка, скажите тост.
Эрик приехал к нам издалека, на землю своих отцов. Я предлагаю выпить за его здоровье и пожелать ему счастья и всего самого-самого дорогого.
Я хочу отремонтировать вашу машину.
Many Russians think that everybody is in debt. There is no culture. Nobody can afford to go to the hospital, but everybody has a gun.
There. See, that is a major misconception about America. Not everyone owns a gun. In fact, there's only one gun.
Sometimes when my pupils understand something, I get a feeling, how do you say it? Money can't buy.
It's a very interesting way for you to put it. I know what you mean. What are you trying to teach them? What do you want them to learn?
I want them to get used to this new openness and to treasure it, so it won't be so easy to take it away from them. And you?
I guess we show up every day. We try to keep them interested. Try to get them to know each other well enough so that they won't even think about going to war.
Yes. Will I see you again?
Yes. Will you come to the meet?
Of course.
Прекрасно.
It's beautiful.
Soviet and American working together in space.
And here we are, just a bunch of ordinary people all together, having a good time, loving each other.
It's easy if people will just try.
You know, I agree with you, Natasha. In fact, I don't know what it is, but I just feel like kissing the first Russian I see.
What are you doing?
Come on, Natasha. Now, I know you work for the KGB, so why don't we just stop playing games here? I don't have a lot of time.
I work for the KGB, so what?
Oh, my God!
So, you're supposed to try to seduce me and then get secrets from me, right?
I work in the KGB cafeteria.
Cafeteria?
Yes, I operate the cash register.
She operates the cash register.
Thanks, Arvid, I can hear.
Он такой дурак, я пошла. На конкурс, а я Арвид. Он такой же. It was nice meeting you. I hope you go back where you came from soon.
Oh, Natasha! Natasha, I was only kidding. Would you come on?
Sonia, I'm sorry about that. I didn't know that you do this.
I know, it's not your fault.
Wait, girls. Sonia! Girls! Well, how do we get back?
Are you happy now, Mr. Moore? We're going into the competition with half a team.
Look, Arvid and Dennis are smart kids. They'll find a way to meet us there.
All right, here's the train. Let's go. It's over here.
Right, it's right over here.
Arvid, come on.
Over here.
All I'm saying is that 2, maybe 3 of our members are missing. We want the right to bring them into the game as soon as they get here.
Нет, нет, нет.
Da. They'll
Нет.
be here any second.
Нет, нет, нет.
Da.
Dennis! Harvard, stop! Harvard, stop! I can't stop it! Harvard, I can't, I don't know how it works! Wait for me! Harvard! Wait!
And now it is my pleasure to introduce the moderator of tonight's contest, Mr. Ivan Popov.
Who was the composer of the operas Nabucco, Aida, and Falstaff? America?
Puccini.
No. Soviets?
Verdi.
Correct.
Cops. They're looking at us. Maybe they speak English. Yeah. Wait. What? No. They're after us, aren't they? Natasha turned us in. No! Yep, I can see it right now. They're gonna send us to Lubyanka prison. Prison? Or Siberia. We better split up. Look, you go that way, I'm gonna go this way. Okay. I love you, buddy. Me too. Остановись, ну!
Correct. That's correct.
Is this how it ends? A team going down the tubes and me longing for the sight of Eric and Dennis and Arvid. Oh, Arvid.
Hey, Pasiba! Hey, come on! Hey, help me out, guys! Tell them! Hey! Oh, this is just like New York!
I want to thank you for everything. In New York, my family, the New York part of our family, we've got some problems. My mother and father, they don't get along very well. They don't even live together. So it means a lot to me to know that I have a family here. I wish I could take you all back to New York with me. I could use a grandpa and a grandma. I never knew you could love people so much in such a short period of time. I guess that's what a family is.
Мне кажется, что это и есть настоящая семья.
Go ahead, American.
Absalom, Absalom by William Faulkner.
Correct.
Huckleberry Finn by Mark Twain.
Correct.
So, how are we doing?
Back, Eric, get in there. Get in there.
Relax.
Time out.
The Three-Penny Opera by Bertolt Brecht. Who wrote the music? America?
Kurt Weill.
Correct. Correct.
One more point. We're doing it.
So I guess this is KGB headquarters, huh?
No, this is the academic competition. We have been looking for you. Good luck, Amerikanцы.
Yeah?
Yes.
Да?
Да.
Atomic number is 102.
Halogen.
The answer is geodesy.
Correct.
Time out!
London.
Time out!
London, where have you been? What happened?
It's a long story. KGB, police.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Okay, where is Arvid?
I don't know. I lost him. He's out there somewhere.
Hey, help! Help! Stop, please! Help, stop, please! Please! Hey, please stop! Scouts? Scouts! Amerikansky! Eaglesky! I've got to get to my academic meet.
What is the temperature of the center of the sun? America?
10 to 20 million centigrade.
Correct.
Torricelli, 1643. It is impossible to determine both the position and the momentum of a subatomic particle with arbitrarily high accuracy.
Correct.
Boy, I love that kid.
The contest is tied. We will have a short intermission, followed by the tiebreaker. The round contains a question from each team. The first team to win a round wins a match. The United States team will begin the questioning.
Which player hit more home runs than anyone in the history of American professional baseball?
George Gibson. He was first to play in the Negro Leagues in 1930s.
Correct. The solid question, please.
Who first succeeded in creating a modern periodic table of the elements?
Yes.
The Russian chemist Dmitry Ivanovich Mendeleev in 1869.
Correct. Listen, please.
Who was the youngest United States president?
John Fitzgerald Kennedy, age 43.
Soviets, incorrect.
It was Theodore Roosevelt, age 42.
The Soviet team has missed a question. The United States team will win if they answer correctly. Had Soviets.
The Soviet Union launched Lambda 1 in 1960, sending 2 small dogs into space. What were the name of the dogs?
You gotta be kidding. I know this. Just be cool. The 2 dogs, there were 2 of them. Their names, the first dog's name was Strelka. Strelka was the first dog. And, it's really,
Okay. Thanks, guys. You did it good. Yes. Yeah.
There were 2 dogs. I know this, really. Strelka, it's, you got, it sounds like Strelka, it's,
5 seconds. Correct. The United States team wins.
Hello, my friend, come sit by me. We gotta do something about this insanity. We're lost in the darkness, caught up in who's wrong and who is right. Well, It's time we turned on the lights. Take what we know and go a step beyond the lies. It's time we look behind the eyes. Faraway lands, faraway places. It's just an echo from an old closing door. We're touching the hands and finding the faces. Somehow there's just no far away
Are you totally furious with me?
Furious? Why?
I tried to get away, but I was just overwhelmed by all this love and family and happiness. It was really the greatest experience of my life.
Good. That is why we came here, isn't it?
Oh, yes.
Да. Спасибо.
What? Yeah, I'm warm, Mom. I'm wearing my sweater. The nice orange one.
Arvid, great news, we're rich.
Not this time, Dennis.
Arvid.
Goodbye, Mom.
It's a science essay competition. We can split a $1,000 scholarship. Come on, I need your help.
No.
No?
No.
Arvid, what's wrong with you?
What's wrong with me is I'm still bleeding from the last science competition I helped you with. I did all the work and you took all the credit.
Don't you think I've lost a lot of sleep over that? That's why I want your help. This is my chance to make it up to you. Come on, Arvid, I want to do my essay on that Jean-Pierre Roche-Baboub guy.
Babois.
Right. The French physicist. You know his work on subatomic structure?
Really?
Yeah.
Well, what do you want me to do?
All of his work is in French. You took French, right, while I was sleeping through Spanish?
Yeah, well, Dennis, the only French I remember is soup du jour. If you want a French expert, you want Maria.
Maria.
Yeah, well, you probably won't be able to tear her away from Chuck.
Chuck?
Later, baby.
Later, stud muffin.
I'm talking about you.
You.
New boyfriend?
Shut up.
Shut up. What did I say?
It's what you're about to say, Dennis. And I'm not interested in your opinion about Chuck.
Maria, I'm really hurt. I just wanted to tell you how happy I am to see how happy you are. And to make you an offer you can't refuse.
Morning.
Morning. Morning.
Good sweater.
Don't worry about it. I'll take care of it. I'll take care of it, Dennis. Mr. Moore, is it okay if I'm a little bit late on my paper on Nelson Mandela?
Well, you're already a little bit late.
I know, but I have a chance to do a science project with Dennis. I mean, how often do male science freaks actually beg girls to help them out? I think it's some kind of breakthrough.
Well, just be sure it's not some kind of ripoff. Okay, since we finished our discussion yesterday about World War I, the war to end all wars, today we're going to start talking about World War II, the war to end that theory. But how do we really measure the cost of World War II.
22 million casualties. And the cost and property damage of more than $3 trillion.
And destruction throughout Africa, Europe, and Asia.
Yes, but I'm talking about the devastation of families, the division of nations. You know, it's not just winners and losers. Humanity suffers. I'm finished now, Alan, yes?
Okay, Mr. Moore, we all know war is hell. But why always emphasize the negative side?
Great. Why don't you give us a few pointers on the upbeat side of war, Alan?
Well, sure. I mean, World War II did give us a number of scientific and technological advances.
Yeah, and a lot of miniseries. So what's your point?
No, what kind of scientific advances come out of war? Nuclear bombs? Swiss Army knives? Helen, we are facing the annihilation of 3 billion people. Studies show that within...
Hey, Mr. Moore. Oh, I got some office stuff here for you. Class isn't over yet, is it?
No, not quite, Chuck. If you want to spend the last few minutes with us, take a seat.
Cool.
So, Maria. Maria, you were talking about 3 billion people?
That's a lot of people, Mr. Moore.
Hey, don't forget that a war increases the demand for arms and munitions, which reduces unemployment. Maria?
That sounds good too, Alan.
So you agree with me?
Sure, why not? I mean, what do I know about war and icky things like that?
Icky.
Icky.
Maria, nuclear war is not icky. Sitting on a pudding pop is icky.
Yeah, he's right, Maria. One time I sat on a pudding pop when I was wearing my white jeans. Lucky for me, it was vanilla.
Comme un trou dans une mer d'état d'énergie négative. You know, in French, even physics is beautiful.
So are snails. Just give me the English.
He's saying that the positron was the first antiparticle to be discovered. Dennis, do you realize what we can do with this?
Yeah, make a note of it. Keep going.
Its existence was foreseen by Dirac as a whole in a sea of states of negative energy. And
what?
You know, when Larry hit Curly in the face with another salami, I almost died laughing.
Did somebody hit your brain with the salami?
Chuck, hi.
Hey, baby.
Oh, Mr. Wizard.
Still yucking it up over last night, huh?
Oh, it was so special.
Excuse me. Are we talking protons and neutrons or morons?
What are you guys doing here anyway? Just like extra credit work or something?
It's a science.
Oh, no, we were just talking, getting ready to go home.
Well, you know, that's good. Because I gotta tell you, Maria, I think this egghead class here is taking up too much of your time.
Oh, no, it isn't really.
Egghead class?
Well, no offense, pal. But Maria can tell you, I am a laid-back kind of guy. Yeah, now don't get me wrong, school is cool. It passes the time. But when you really think about it, Dennis, life is short. And can we be honest? We are on this planet to party.
I don't think Nietzsche could have said it better.
Who's that?
Just some kid in our biology class.
Oh, look, about our date. Pick me up at swim practice.
Oh, Chucky, I can't tonight.
What?
I have things to do.
Well, what things?
Well, you know, like girly things. I have to iron my hair and paint my nails, and I have to lay out the things for this weekend, you know.
Well, get them done, because this weekend is mine.
I know.
Later, baby. And I'm talking about you.
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 You. You.
Why are you acting dumb for that airhead?
He's a lot smarter than you think he is.
He's not smarter than egg salad. The only reason you're going out with that guy is because he's good looking.
Oh, come on, Dennis. Like you never went out with a girl because she was cute?
No. I've asked, but no, I've never actually.
Excuse me, Mr. Moore. I come as a bearer of glad tidings.
Wow, my favorite kind.
Once again, our IHPers have proven to be winners. The New York City Science Commission has chosen as this year's entry to the National Essay Contest, Reconsidering Roche-Beaubois by Dennis Blunden.
All right!
Maria?
A member of the commission will be here in a few days to present the award at our assembly. Hey, wear a tie.
Around my neck?
Maria, tell him.
Carry on, Mr. Moore.
Well, Dennis, it appears you've done it again.
Dennis, you're a jerk.
Dennis, you left Maria's name off the paper, didn't you?
Hey, I did all the work. All she did was translate a little French.
Right. A little French? I did all the French, Dennis. And I did a lot of the physics.
I knew you were going to do this when I recommended that she help.
Come on, why is everybody coming down on me? Nobody's even asked me my humanitarian motives.
Okay, you're a great humanitarian. Why did you do this?
I did it for her. Well, she's been going out of her way to try to make that dumb guy think she doesn't have a brain, and I knew that if her name appeared on a science essay, the guy'd go nuts. I did it to save your love life. And I'd do the same for any of you girls here.
Maria, you're not going to sit here and let him do this to you, are you? Come on, Maria, tell him.
Look, Maria, I don't quite know what you're doing here, but I want both you and Dennis to go to Dr. Samuels. Tell him you co-authored the essay and you both want your names on it. Go.
Boy, you try to do the right thing and look at what happens. All of a sudden, I'm the bad guy.
Dennis, wait a minute. I don't want my name on that essay. What? If it means that much to him, let him have it. It might be the highlight of his life. I guess some of us have our priorities.
No apologies necessary.
So let me ask you another question. Let's say that you're an intelligent woman. You're an intelligent woman, just for argument's sake. Would you purposefully hide your intelligence in order to be with a man who was obviously not as smart as you were?
Charlie, how sweet. Are you asking me on a date?
What?
I'm kidding. Of course I wouldn't hide my intelligence. That'd be outrageous. I mean, this is the 1980s. If a man can't accept a woman for who she is, who needs him?
Right. I wish you could help me explain this to Maria Borges. I'm just not getting through to her.
Listen, Chuck, I was just wondering, what if, oh, I don't know, I sort of entered a science competition, and what if I won?
What are you telling me? You entered some kind of science thing?
No, I'm just saying, what if?
Yeah, look, Maria, I don't know, but I'm getting a little worried here that you have more interest for your schoolwork than you do in the old Chuck dog here.
No, that's not true.
Yeah, well, you say that, but now you're talking about winning some kind of science thing?
I just thought it might be okay. But look, if it makes you feel uncomfortable, it's not that big of a deal.
Well, that's good, because I'll tell you what, I'm taking a lot of heat from my buddies for dating a brain. Hey. But I tell them, Maria isn't like those other eggheads. She's into normal stuff like the Stooges, and she can't get enough of them Rangers. Am I right? Huh? Oh, which reminds me about this weekend. Friday night, Rangers game.
Right.
Saturday, raging party. And Sunday, football all day. You got a problem with that, lady?
No, that sounds great.
Excuse us, kids.
Hey.
Hi.
Maria, do you have a minute?
Sure.
Later, baby. You.
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 Miss Mira and I wanted to talk with you for a minute.
Okay.
He's your new boyfriend? Chuck?
Yeah.
He's really cute.
I know, it's adorable, huh?
He's really adorable.
I know.
Miss Mira,
Yeah?
didn't you have something you wanted to say to Maria?
Yes, I did. Maria, don't neglect your studies. But on the other hand, don't neglect Chuck either.
Oh, I know.
Charlie, you didn't tell me she was going with Chuck. I mean, all the girls in the whole school think he's the prize catch. Even if I told Maria to dump him, she wouldn't. He's precious.
Well,
Mr. Moore, I know what you're going to say.
good, because I don't.
You have to understand, this is more important to me. Chuck is the only real boyfriend I've ever had. With all the cheerleaders running around school, he picks me.
Well, I can understand that.
I know
but-
what you're going to say. He's not a rocket scientist. You probably can't even spell scientist. But who cares? He cares about me. He likes me. He makes me feel good, and I don't want to do anything to change that. You probably already knew I was going to say that.
Not exactly.
I know what you're going to say. You're going to say talk to Chuck, right? I already tried talking to Chuck. He already made it clear that he doesn't want a girlfriend that's smarter than he is. So look, I appreciate all your advice. But really, my mind is made up.
Look, as long as you're in a listening mode, I'd like to say something else. I think you're letting Dennis walk all over you. Now, if you're willing to sell out, in this case, just to get somebody to like you, what are you going to give up the next time? I know that it's hard to find somebody you care for who cares for you. But you'll never know how someone truly feels about you if you're pretending to be someone else.
And for those students who saw that graffiti on the third-floor bathroom wall, if you call me, you will definitely not have a good time. And speaking of writing, I now wish to introduce one of the judges from this year's Intercity Science Essay Competition, Dr. Jacob Bartholomew.
Thank you, Dr. Samuels.
Babe, can you believe they're making us sit through this presentation?
This year's winner is an outstanding piece of work on the research of the French physicist Jean-Pierre Roche-Beaubois. Made all the more difficult because, first, our student had to translate all of Roche-Beaubois' writings from the original French before starting his analysis. And this brilliant student is your own Dennis Blunden. Mes félicitations, mon jeune ami.
At a moment like this, I'm truly at a loss for words. Saying a mere thank you can't come close to expressing the deep sense of pride and, yeah, I gotta say it, satisfaction I feel for being honored and recognized for all my hard work. I only hope that my translation of Beaubois did justice to his elegant French. But you know, when I think of the lonely hours, finding the insight, finding that special French word.
Yeah, like creep.
I think of other scientists, alone, late at night, staring at the blank page.
Alone?
What's going on here?
She's obviously flipping out. Nurse! Nurse!
Dr. Samuels, Dr. Bartholomew, I have a confession to make.
No, you don't. Sit down, Maria. You're acting like a nut.
I know it might be a little bit late, but I co-wrote that essay with Dennis.
What?
Can't you see she's hysterical?
I did all of the translations and most of the analysis.
Blunden, is this true?
Okay, maybe she helped me with a little of the French.
A little bit? Ask him to translate something. How about this Yes, Dennis. Vous êtes un cochon voleur.
Who am I, Toulouse-Lautrec? I am a scientist.
Come on, Dennis, you know it's the truth.
You're a liar, blunder. What does science mean to Dennis? Okay, I admit it. We're partners, all right? Are you happy?
Congratulations, Maria.
Thank you. I hope you're not mad at me. I was just so afraid to tell you.
No, come on, Maria. I'm real proud.
Really?
Yeah.
You are?
I mean, how can I be mad at someone who stood up for herself? Now sit down.
Thanks. I mean, I was praying that you'd understand.
Yeah, well, it's different now, you know?
What is?
Well, it's like I keep coming up with all these really great things for us to do on our dates, right? And you've been pretending like you're having fun, but deep down, you think they're dumb. So you must think I'm dumb.
No, I don't. So we're interested in different things. Chuck, I still really like being with you.
Man, I have never gone out with someone like you before. Look, I didn't want to admit to this, but now that everything's out in the open, I gotta tell you, I don't know if I can deal with all this.
You know, I have an idea. I'll go with you to a Three Stooges film, and you can come with me to the UN. It'll be great.
Like, Maria, you can't pretend to be any dumber than you are. And let's face it, I'm not getting any smarter. You know, so I think we should, you know, we can still be friends though, right? Hmm?
Right.
Well, see ya.
Congratulations, Maria. How did it go with Chuck?
He says he wants to be friends.
Huh?
You ever notice when someone says that to you, Mr. Moore? They never speak to you again.
Well, I think you spoke up for yourself very nicely today.
You were right. If Chuck was gonna care about me, he had to know who I was. I guess he would have found out sooner or later, right? But I'm never gonna date again.
Look, Maria, you're very pretty and you're very smart. Now, somebody's bound to show up who appreciates that.
But not a stud muffin like Chuck. Mr. Moore, why is it that the cute ones always seem so dumb?
Well, imagine how George Bush felt when he was looking for a running mate. Listen, would you be willing to let a crumbling remnant of a slightly stale stud muffin buy you some lunch in the cafeteria?
That would be nice. Thank you.